Chargers, Bulldogs. The rain is coming down and should continue to do so as we head towards kickoff.
It's pouring rain here, Phil, as we approach kickoff.
When you see this kind of rain, Jim, it's about the field. How will it hold up? If it keeps raining like this, it's going to be a huge factor in today's outcome.
We're underway here. Fields the football at the 3. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. First down at the 28. It's Jalen Strong with the catch. And now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They're one of the best in the NFL when it comes to moving the ball up and down the field. So they complete that one, yet it's still second down.
Let's go. Run for the yard. Run for the yard.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Quentin Coples takes the quarterback down.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Chargers have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down.
Let's go.
The Chargers take it from the 28. And intercepted. And he's brought to the ground. What a tough start for the quarterback. An early interception.
The worst thing you can do as a quarterback, but I'm giving the defense here a lot of credit. They diagnosed the play, they took advantage of the quarterback, and they got the interception.
What a place to start for the offense.
Coleman's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. The Bulldogs are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end.
Makes the reception.
Coleman's marked down at the 19.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. And also it gives them a chance for 3 more downs. Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more.
Coleman's tackled down at the 17. And now we'll take a look at the Bulldogs offense. This offense is very good at moving the football and right up near the top when it comes to yards per game.
Coming to the line at the 17-yard line.
Second down and 7. Coleman's taking the handoff. That's Legion with the tackle.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Right back to him one more time.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Loss of 2 on that play. The London Bulldogs doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. 2nd and goal from the 10. He'll get it again. And now here's the Chargers lineup on defense. Can anyone on this defensive unit find out a way to stop the passing attack? The Chargers will come out in the dime. 3rd and goal from the 9. Throws the pass. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
They put up 3 here in the first to take the lead.
It's always good to get those points on the board and get the lead and get the other team chasing you.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run.
And a flag is down. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
The Chargers come out with a split backfield.
Get ready.
1st down at the 17. Knile Davis with the catch. Davis tackled down at the 17. And now, here's the Bulldogs defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers.
Let's go.
2nd and long. And here's the toss.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
After that run, 3rd and 8 for the offense. The Chargers come to the line. 1st down marker is at the 32. From the gun. Going deep. Intercepted. Muscles through the defender. A great play by the defense, and now an opportunity to make that lead a little more comfortable before heading to the 2nd quarter, Phil.
Yeah, you know what they're doing, Jim? They're giving the team confidence, and when you get confident on the football field, you play fast and loose, and that's when you're at your best.
Mariota's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Picked up a couple that time.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up.
Get ready. Get ready. 295. 295.
Melvin Ingram gets to the quarterback.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
We're now about to begin quarter number 2. And how much pressure do you think these offenses are feeling right now to open this game up, partner?
Jim, I'm going to go back to when I played. The longer you go in a game without having success, I think it makes you tighter and you lose confidence on the offensive side. So they need something here to get them off to a quick start and get them feeling good.
Third down after the sack.
The Chargers go with the dime formation here on defense. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Leaps in the air and has it.
The Bulldogs on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Outside now on the toss. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage right at the 9.
Let's go. Right 38. Let's go. 38.
They send the tight end in motion.
Coleman's going to secure the handoff. And that'll gain just a few yards.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
On the way, third down.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
They better hurry to get the snap. Thomas makes the catch. Touchdown. Just underway here in the second, and it looks like they're going to stay aggressive in this quarter if that touchdown is any indication.
Hard to believe it. Here we are early in the second, and we already got a lead that just got increased. I give the offense credit, but somewhere along the line, the defense of the opponents has to step up and just be tougher.
Matt Prater is ready to run up and kick this football.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
The Chargers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football, so you made that mistake.
Intercepted! Bites through contact. Tackles made.
We got a tight one early in the second quarter, and now the offense will look to build on the lead coming off the interception.
Yeah, you know, it was a good job by the defense, taking nothing away from them. But what was the offense thinking with that play call and that throw by the quarterback?
Great starting position here for the offense. 2 tight ends on the field here.
First down at the 36.
Wide to the left.
And that's good for only a yard or 2.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stopped him for a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
The Chargers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They'll go ground. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Third and long coming up. You're losing by a couple scores. You're on the defensive side. You must know the offense is not going to take a chance. So be aggressive and maybe get lucky and get a turnover.
They bring in the extra tight end. Third down and 10. Coleman's taking it on the screen.
The Bulldogs really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good. They continue to put their stamp on the first half, adding a field goal here midway through the second.
Yeah, it's been a really good first half for the football team. They've played well in every phase of the game. And the other team, well, what can I say? They just didn't show up.
The Chargers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
The Bulldogs with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 20. And Davis is handed the football. Coleman's there to make the stop.
Let's go.
Midway second quarter. They'll run it here.
Davis is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 35. Taking off. Second down, 3 for the first.
Davis is going to receive the toss.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Davis is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Langford's lined up as the single back.
Scans the field.
But it's incomplete.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. Second down following that incompletion. Double tight end formation.
Get ready.
Green's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy just getting in position to make the catch.
Over eager, trying to block that kick, and it'll cost them. The Chargers getting set for the kickoff.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Bulldogs step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
First down at the 18. Ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense. Ball is out. The defense has the football. They bring him to the turf.
Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football.
Davis tackled down after a gain of 2. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
They're going to run it on the toss. Touchdown, San Diego Chargers.
Davis, 5th rushing touchdown of the season. The extra point for a 1-point lead. It's good. The Chargers now ready to kick the football down the field. He's got a chance to return this one.
And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Bulldogs just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 27.
Choose in on the tackle. The London Bulldogs trail in this one, and the running game has not been an asset. Coleman's going to get more touches, and you know he has to learn how to find some openings to get his team back in this one.
You know, I agree with that, Jim, but also I think you got to start to think about changing the play calling. Get this defense off balance, then go back to the run and see if you can catch them off guard.
It's third down coming up.
The Bulldogs at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Mariota's standing back in the shotgun ready for the snap. The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a first down on this series.
All set to punt here.
Let's see what he can do here. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. That return's good for about 14.
The Chargers will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. It keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again.
The quarterback.
Not a good job on the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
And here we have second down.
The London Bulldogs defense now is going to go nickel. The ball is fumbled.
Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out on the field and making it happen.
Inside of the uprights. The Chargers ready to return the kick. He'll have a chance to take off.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The Chargers offense has to be really proud of how it's performed here today, but still, it hasn't been enough as their defense has come up short, partner.
Well, the defense, Jim, you're right. They have struggled like I've never seen them struggle before. But, you know, when you get in games like this, you've got to take advantage of the offensive side. Stay aggressive, make the calls, and hope your quarterback keep playing as well as he's been playing.
Takes it from the strong eye.
A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, the second half is underway.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Bulldogs come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Bill.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Let's go.
And here we go, the first snap of the second half. Atachu's the one who made the big stop.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Coming up, second down. Toss to the outside. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
It'll be third down.
The Bulldogs get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Two hands on the football and has the catch.
They call on Brett Kern to punt the football. He's going to try and return this one. Tackled down at the 22.
The Chargers love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
Real good field position here to start this series.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Second down coming up.
The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifting to their left.
And that picks up 3.
Davis is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points, You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
3rd and 6. Getting away from the pressure. Chip shot here. The kick is good.
The game is getting later, and that field goal puts them within striking distance.
Yeah, it did that. And, you know, I think when you look at this game right now, that was a win for the defense. When you get in the second half, all you want to do after each drive is look up at that scoreboard and know that you have the lead.
And no return this time as he takes a knee.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
It's a 2 tight end formation.
1st down at the 20.
An ear interception that time by Webster.
That time the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here.
Coleman's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Got the completion.
And that's a gain of 10.
Well, the defense, they give up a 1st down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
The Chargers lined up in the nickel. 1st down at the 30. The pass is complete to Thomas.
Second down here.
The London Bulldogs all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Coleman's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
The Bulldogs really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the second half. And that 1st down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
Mariota's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Chargers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
Now 1st and 10.
Coleman's going to take the handoff now. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Well, that's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Boy, it's tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass because we know it's hard to design plays that work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the football back to that guy so he can make the catch and get going again.
The Bulldogs will take the snap from the 45. The tackle's made and the 1st down is picked up.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think, in the NFL now is 3rd and short is run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the 1st down.
1st down and 10. Staying with the running game on 1st down.
The Chargers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The London Bulldogs take it from the 43. To the outside. The catch is made.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up. And when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Mariota's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Third and 9 following the reception. Trying to beat the play clock. Catch made. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The long drive continues. The Chargers with a nickel look here on defense. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Pass is intercepted.
What a job by the linebacker that time making that interception. Gets in good position. And what a pair of hands. A linebacker who can do it all.
The Chargers bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there that always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive.
Green's got the catch and the first. Mark him down for another reception.
The Chargers look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Davis lined up in a single back formation.
Let's go.
First down at the 47. It's complete to Devin Smith. So they complete one, and still it's second down. Two tight ends on the field here. They'll run it off the toss. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
The Chargers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
First and 10. Launches it down the field. What a catch. Touchdown. Phil, they come out and start the fourth quarter with a touchdown that gives them the lead.
Man, what a way to start the fourth quarter. What a feeling. Anytime you're ahead, when the fourth quarter comes in a football game, that's a great feeling. And once again, it puts the pressure back on the other team.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Chargers official. He does have an upper body injury of some kind, but guys, it doesn't appear to be a big concern. The medical staff cleared him to return as soon as he feels ready. Back to you.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Bulldogs offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Bulldogs will approach this play from out of the pistol.
First down at the 24. And he hauls it in. Going to take it the distance. Touchdown.
It was a short route by the receiver. He catches it, goes all the way down the field, and scores a touchdown. And the quarterback looks at the coach and goes, hey, it was a heck of a throw.
He made it. The London Bulldogs getting ready to kick it off. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Chargers on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
First down at the 20. Butler has the grab.
The Chargers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
First down at the 43. Looking long.
And it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
It's now second down.
Let's go.
He'll take the snap from the gun.
Pass rushers, defensive players, they love situations like this, don't they? They got a little lead there. It's in the second half, and it's third and long. You are expecting pass, so you can just let it go and try to get after the quarterback.
Third down following the incompletion. The Chargers will come out in the pistol.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side. When you're losing and you have the football, you need to make a play on third down. That was just a bad play call, and now it's fourth down. You're going to have to punt.
He'll have a chance for a return.
Fires there to make the tackle. And a run back of about 8.
The Bulldogs offense coming back onto the field after a touchdown drive the last time they had it. And they certainly attacked that secondary and got there via the pass.
Well, Jim, let me ask you this. How would you like to be the defensive coordinator right now? Because you're over there, you don't know what's going to happen. And no matter what you call, you feel like, hey, the quarterback's hot. He's probably going to beat what we're trying to do.
Coleman's tackled down at the 36. The Bulldogs lead right now, but you will see that not everything is going their way. Coleman's had a tough one, especially down the stretch. If they want to control the game, you have to think they're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense will have everything on their side.
Second down and 8. Coleman's the receiver on the screen. Into the open. Webster's there to make the tackle. Timeout called by the defensive unit.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score. The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run over there.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. press coverage all the way. Out to Stills. And that touchdown could have officially put this one out of reach.
Well, if it's not out of reach, it'll take 2 miracles to get back in this game by the defensive side. My gosh, they just gave up that time. They let the offense march down there and just score a touchdown that put this game out of reach.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Chargers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Timeouts called, and we're going to step aside and be back in just a moment. First down at the 20. They'll go ground. And Davis is met at the 30. Wasting little time.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Bulldogs back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see them to go out there and have success again.
First down at the 50. Coleman's got it on the handoff. Legion's in on the tackle. And the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on first down. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
And Williams is there to take him down. That's a timeout by the D. Third down. Coleman's in the backfield. Single back set. Tight end in motion. Toss play. He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3 and out for this offense.
And as far as the football team up, the defense, 3rd and short. They stop the run, keeps the offense short of the first down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side.
Two minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And so now they'll call on Kern to punt the football. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Chargers' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, Phil? Will they play it a little safer this time around?
Oh, I don't think so. I think what you do on the offensive side, you stay aggressive. It's not a perfect game. There's going to be mistakes and penalties, and you got to learn to overcome that adversity. So go out there, let it go, and try to score points. Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Makes the catch in open space.
Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
1st and 10. It's caught by Devin Smith.
The defense, they have a lead here in the fourth quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Quarters formation here for the defense. The Chargers take it from the 43. And now here's the toss. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. Trailing every third down, so big at this point.
Well, there's just no other option for the offense right here. They got to go to the hurry up because they have no timeouts left. So get as many plays off as you can. The Chargers know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down.
Offense still on the field here on fourth down. Needing 3 for the first. Crucial play here. Fourth down on the way.
The Bulldog defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
The Bulldogs offense getting ready to start this drive, and things are looking good for them at this stage of the game, partner.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough, though, Jim. They got to find a way, make the right play call to get one first down. If you do that, that puts the other team in a very tough situation.
First down at the 43. Flip to the outside. Webster's able to read that play and make the hit.
Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put 2 hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
The Chargers out now in a 4-6 formation. The London Bulldogs will take the snap from the 45.
The Chargers guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Loss of 3 on the play. Coming to the line at the 48.
Let's go.
Third and forever. Trying to plow ahead. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Bulldogs decide to go for a run here on 3rd and long. And look, not second-guessing that play call. Not many in the playbook. In the passing game, they're going to pick up a first down. They go with the run. The defense is not fooled, and now they're going to have to punt.
So they keep the winning streak alive with a win here today.
Not a surprise, this winning streak. It's happened because the quarterback's playing well. They're playing terrific defense. Everything is working right. They are going to be tough to beat.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.